Hello. In this video we are going to talk about how to measure runnables. Most operating system tracing interfaces provide timing information only at task and ISR levels. In many cases, this is not sufficient. Imagine this situation. You notice that the runtime of a task is longer than expected. Of course, the next question is which runnable inside the task is causing the problem. That's why it's important to measure the runtime of individual runnables, such as core execution time and delta time. With T1 Flex, measuring the runtime of functions, whether core execution time, delta time, or runnables, is always straightforward. However, T1 Flex has some limitations due to hardware. If T1 Flex is not available, it's still possible to measure runnables using static instrumentation. In this video I'll show you how to measure runnable runtimes using our newly released T1 version 4.0.0. First, let's take a look at T1 Flex. You're now looking at T1 Explorer. If you right-click on the task you're interested in and select T1 Flex measurement, you'll see several options. You can start a T1 Flex SWF measurement for all runnables, using slot A or slot B. T1 Flex provides two parallel slots and measures all runnables one by one. After all runnables are measured, you'll see the results, including core execution time, delta time, and CAF. For basic tasks, that is tasks that are not event-triggered, you can also measure runnables using linked SWF. In this case, T1 Flex measures all runnables, but only core execution time is provided as the result. In some projects, you may not see a runnable list. This usually means that additional adaptations are required during T1 integration. In such cases, you can measure runnables just like any other symbol. First, open the symbol browser. Second, find the runnable. Third, right-click on it. Fourth, select T1 Flex SWF measurement using one slot. As a result, you'll see core execution time and delta time in the T1 Cont table view and in focus measurement. Measuring runnables with static instrumentation. Besides T1 Flex, you can also measure runnables using static instrumentation. This option is useful when T1 Flex is not available, or you want to measure more than two runnables at the same time. As an example, let's add static instrumentation for the core 0, 25 millisecond task runnables. First, declare the runnable IDs in T1 app interface.h, like this. There are declarations for these two runnables, each one must contain such comments before and after, so that T1 host software can understand them. Next, add the instrumentation at the required locations in the code. Each runnables need two function calls for runnable start and runnable stop. For more details, you can find them in the document 40 T1 Target Software API, which must be delivered together with T1 Target Software. After rebuilding the project, you'll be able to see the runnables in the download traces. These are the two available options for measuring runnables with T1. I hope this was helpful. Have a nice day, and see you next time.